Hi everyone, welcome to another unboxing video. So today we're looking at Warhammer Underworlds GNARLWOOD, which is the brand new starter set for Warhammer Underworlds. Towards the end of the video we'll also do a quick unboxing of the Rivals of Nethermaze set as well, because I've picked that up as well as the new starter set. But I'll just start off by saying I am brand new to Warhammer Underworlds, so I'm not going to delve too deeply into the rules in case I make a fool of myself and then you all end up shouting at me in the comments. But I just thought we'd do an unboxing of the brand new starter set. As I said, I'm a new Underworlds player, so recently my good friend Simon from Pushing Pigment, I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below, he ran a demo game for me the other day, and even though I got my backside absolutely handed to me on glory points, I had so much fun playing the game. I thought it was brilliant. And also the new miniatures that we get in this box, the Sons of Velmorn, they're the ones that attracted me to Underworlds, because I've always liked the look of the warbands. They're all like character models pretty much, so I've always been attracted to the miniatures for Underworlds. I even own the Thundrix Profiteers, but I finally took the plunge. I've got the brand new starter set, so without further ado, let's crack it open. So we'll just take a quick look at the back. So as you can see, we get two warbands, we get the Gnarl Spirit pack, and we also get the Sons of Velmorn as well. And also in the box we get 4 fighters from the Gnarl Spirit pack, obviously, 5 Sons of Velmorn miniatures, we've got 9 double-sided fighter cards, we've got the Gnarl Spirit Rivals deck, the Sons of Velmorn Rivals deck, and then there's 2 universal decks, Tooth and Claw Rivals deck and the Daring Delvers Rival deck as well. 114 tokens, we've got the rulebook, 2 double-sided game boards, and the dice, of course. And you can see there the miniatures come on coloured plastic, so it's a bone coloured plastic for the Sons of Velmorn and brown plastic for the Gnarl Spirit pack. And then there you can see the 2 decks for the warbands, the Gnarl Spirit pack and Sons of Velmorn, and then we've got Tooth and Claw and Daring Delvers. And you can just see a picture of the contents we get on the back there. So I've taken the cellophane off already because it was just playing havoc with my lights. You can see the reflection across the box anyway. So let's get it open. And it's quite a difficult box to get undone, but there we go. So as you can see, the first thing we've got there is the rulebook. Now I've had a quick look through this, and one of the things that impressed me about the rulebook was the fact that, as well as the background on the new setting, which is the GNARLWOOD, we've also got some details on the background of this as well. And then we've got our fighters, the Gnarl Spirit pack and the Sons of Velmorn. And then as you go through the rules, you can see the stuff that you get in the box and the cards and what have you. As you're going through the rules, there's these boxes. They've separated out the advanced rules from the normal rules. So as you're learning to play, you can just go through the basic rules, set yourself up a couple of games, go through it, and as you get more familiar with the game, you can then look at these advanced rules. So I like how they've separated them into separate boxes. That's pretty cool. So like I said, we'll just have a quick flick through the rule book. It just gives you the basics of what's happening. I think there's quite a few rule changes for this new edition. You can now do multiple moves in an action phase, and also for charging as well. If all your surviving fighters have a charge token, they can actually charge again, whereas previously I think that was it. Once you charge, you were locked in for that phase, so that's pretty cool. Again, got some game sequences there, and you can see, as I said, these advanced rules that are separate you can just ignore for now and just play through the basic rules. That's pretty good. Steps of a turn, I'll just whiz through the rest of it. So feel free to pause the video if you wanted to see any of these rules, but I don't want to spend too long on this because, as I said, I'm not ultimately familiar with the rules just yet. I only know the very basic ones, so I don't want to say anything that might catch myself out. And there you can see some advanced rules for reactions as well, which I'll have to get my head around at some point. Details on the phases, and then you can see the boards there, and I think at the back there's a summary of what the different boards are. We've got a glossary of terms, which I think is really good. So as you're learning the rules and you're getting familiar with things, or you see something on one of the cards and you think, what's that? You just refer to this glossary page or pages and you can find out what it means. And I'm sure over time I'll get used to these, and then we can see the various boards there. So the Mistmarsh Tangle, a Visceral Coil, Stricken Swamp and a Maltscape. And on the back we've got the combat sequence, turn sequence, and just like a summary of rules there, which is pretty good. So next up we've got the game boards, and presumably the tokens are in here. I'll put my teeth in, so I'll just quickly crack this open so you can take a look without trying to damage the cards. Got my trusty scalpel. Let's put that down. Should have probably undone these before I started recording, but where's the fun in that? So it's got one game board there. So a double-sided game board, and they fold out with the various hexes on. Put that to one side. tokens. So we've got all the different tokens. I think it's 156 is that on the back of the box. So tons of tokens to punch out. Get used to the meaning of all those different tokens, because I think there's some new ones as well. And then again, we've got another double-sided board here as well. Very nice. So that's the boards out of the way. Next, we've got our instructions, which is just pretty much an instruction leaflet. So as with all the warbands for Warhammer Underworlds, these are push-fit miniatures. So I think what I'll do when I normally assemble push-fit miniatures, I always shave a bit off the peg, just trim it down a little bit, and I use plastic glue to stick them together rather than just relying on being push-fit. But if you want to just get a quick game going out of the box, then you can just snip them off the sprue, push them together, and away you go. But seeing as they're such nice miniatures, I'll definitely be taking the time to put them together properly and fill any seams and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just one leaflet for the instructions, fairly simple, shouldn't take too long to get those together, and then we're done and dusted. So next up, we've got the miniatures. So we've got the Sons of Velmorn on a bone coloured sprue. So these are really nice miniatures. As I said, these are the ones that attracted me to the game in the first place. As soon as I saw these, I really liked them. I thought, yeah, I'm going to have to take the plunge and get the starter set. So very nice miniatures. As you can see, push fit. And these are where I was saying I usually shave down the pegs just a little bit to make sure this you can keep the gaps to a minimum. So that's those. Put those to one side for a second. And then we've got the Nell spray pack on a darker coloured plastic. Again, these are really nice looking miniatures. Tons of detail on them. I especially like the guy with the horned helmet. If I can just find it on the sprue. I could see it a minute ago, but now I can't see it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, really nice. I like the look of that one. So looking forward to getting these assembled and painted. The Sons of Velmorn, I think, a little bit more than I am looking forward to these, but both really nice warbands. I like them a lot. Dice, so there's 11 dice in the pack. Nothing really much to say about those. There's just your dice, and then of course we've got our cards. So I'm not going to separate these out and go through all the cards. There's plenty of videos on YouTube if you want to have a look at the cards, but they've got your Daring Delvers Rivals deck. And then we've got the Tooth and Claw Rivals deck. So these are the two of the universal ones that you can use straight away for the Rivals format. And then we've got our Nell Spirit pack. And lastly, we've got Sons of Velmorn pack as well. So with the Rivals format, you've just got pre-built decks that you can just crack on and play. And I think with the Nemesis format, you can combine cards with from your warband deck with another universal deck such as these, and then create your own sort of pool of cards from that. And then of course you've got the old, I think it's called the Relic format, where you can do the full deck building experience, and you can choose any cards from your pool of cards, apart from all the ones that have been forsaken or removed from the game. I think that's it. Left to find your rulebook, tokens and game boards. No, there's nothing underneath that. Everything in the box I left as it was, so I'm not sure why it says that, but there you go. But anyway, that is it for the GNARLWOOD brand new starter set. I'm just going to put everything back in the box, and then we can have a look at the Rivals of Nethermaze. So looking forward to getting this, getting these assembled and painted, and I can get cracking on having some games, to be honest with you. Let me know in the comments, are you an Underworlds player? I know this is something new that I'm doing for the channel, so I'll be keen to know if you actually play Warhammer Underworlds and what you think of the game itself. I'm really enjoying it so far. I've only played 2 games, but I've had great fun, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting some more games done and also painting up the warbands as well. So let's just get this one opened up. So this one's got some tape on it, which is unfortunate. Just bear with me a second. Again, this is something I should have done before recording the video, but it's not a real live unboxing then, is it? I'll try not to destroy the box as I open it. So presumably, in this box, we're just going to get the 2 warbands. So we get the Shadeborn and Skittershank's Claw pack. God, they're making it hard to say some of these, aren't we? So yeah, you've got your Shadeborn, and then you've got the Skaven as well. These are another warband that really attracted me to Warhammer Underworlds, and I very nearly bought Nethermaze just on the strength of these miniatures, but I've got them now, and looking forward to getting these painted as well, actually. Make sure I get it the right way around. So, instructions, again, the push fit miniatures. Nothing too special there. Looking forward to getting those built. I'll have to be careful with those. Look like there might be a few little flimsy bits there, so I'll just have to be careful when assembling them. And then we've got our Skaven on some brown plastic. So really nice. I like the bases on these, like the sewer bases, they look really cool. So looking forward to getting those assembled. Let's get the other sprue for the Skaven. Let's bring that in for a closer look. So these are some really, really nice miniatures. And there we go. And then I was looking at some of these actually, and they could actually make some decent Dark Elf Blood Bowl players with a couple of conversions, so that could be interesting. You know, it might be worth getting a second set just for those, because I do have a Dark Elf Blood Bowl team. But yeah, another set of very nice miniatures, really nice looking warband again. Maybe some flimsy bit, just have to be very careful cutting those off the sprue. And then we get our cards for each deck. So I can just get those out, they're on backed on card. Yeah, so we've got our card, Skittershank's Claw Pack and the Shadeborn. So these are the two Rivals decks for these two. So that's it. So unboxing of the brand new GNARLWOOD set and Rivals of Nethermaze. Really looking forward to getting them assembled and painted. I'll probably do a quick follow-up video actually once I've painted up the Sons of Velmorn, just so you can see the miniatures, and I'll get these assembled as well. But anyway, that's it for today. I've babbled on long enough. As I said, I'm brand new to Warhammer Underworlds, so if I've said anything silly in the video, feel free to call it out in the comments. I'm looking forward to learning more, so if you've got any tips for a new Underworlds player, please leave me a comment and let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, let me know you've enjoyed it. And if you didn't enjoy it, rather than hit the dislike button, just leave me a comment, let me know what you didn't like. If you want to see more of my videos, please consider subscribing, because that really helps me out, and I really appreciate everyone so far who's subscribed to the channel. It really means an awful lot to me, because I just do this as a hobby, so it does mean an awful lot when you subscribe, so thank you. Anyway, that's it for now. All that's left to say is thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.